Welcome in MacGyver Engineering. Today, continuation on the well. Even though it's not really continuation because basically the pump was working very fine and I wasn't really interested in digging deeper into this. But recently we had a very bad shortage of water. And I'm talking not about me, but also the neighbors and so on. We are basically sitting like on a underground river or flow, I don't know how you call it. So only the big people who know where to drill, they can reach the water. And in the end of the summer, usually it becomes quite low. This is what killed our first pump. This one fortunately has some protection against the shortage, although I don't trust it at all. I want to put a sensor, but that was like maybe we'll be fine for a year, we'll see. Even if it dies, it's fine, never mind. But recent days I had barely any water and the flow was really bad, and the this what shows up on the display was quite, you know, how you would call it, unpredictable, not very consequent, not logical. Meaning, let's say we get a full sun, we get the full power, and very very high RPMs, and barely no water. So I was thinking, you know, it's pumping first of all, but with those RPMs I should already have a lot of water, but it's like, you know, so I was thinking maybe it's because I didn't really thought it through with this check valve thing, and I didn't you know, maybe the water level is low enough so the pump is keeping working, but it's not high enough to you know, to allow it to constant work. So that's why it's like, you know, mixing itself all the time. And yeah, this is why I took it out, and I was planning maybe if I put a check valve I will get more reliable results. And I took this one off, you know, the connection, because I was thinking about adding the check valve. This one is fine, it's plastic, you know, nothing happened with this. But I noticed this one. This rubber was pushed out, like it was like this basically, and I was like, huh? So this thing is like that, yeah? So maybe it lost pressure here. And then I started to push my finger and take a look. The air bubbles are coming, but they are not coming from this seal, they are coming from before the seal. So basically this thing is broken here on that lip. I don't know how well I showed it on camera because yeah, of the angle and the sun and so on. Maybe let's turn it a little bit like that. Can you see it? It seems to me like this thingy, this adapter here, was not really made of stainless steel. It really feels like it was probably some cheap you know, off the shelf somewhere Shenzhen you know, adapter made of some sort of, you know, alloy that they just added extra into this package, because, you know, this is stainless steel body, yeah, so nothing is wrong with that. But this thing probably they just drop it in like, oh, there you go, and it failed. And yeah, finally I know what's going on. So right now the next step will be actually adding a sensor line, because I don't trust this electronic sensing thing. Besides, that would be nice to know actually what is going on, because here maybe you will get this you know, pump not working and so on, but you will not get indication that the tank is low, yeah. I mean that the water level is low, and by adding sensor we will at least know that there is error on that line. So yeah, that's it for today. I take back what I said. This wasn't a galvanic corrosion, that was a regular corrosion. It's a carbon steel. In my case, I just pull it out, replace it, and it works. I noticed soon enough not to get the pump to get more damaged than necessary. Yeah, and I leave the final conclusions as to whoever decision it was and why they did it, and how company should react on that. Yeah, I leave it to you. I'm happy with the pump, but this could destroy it. And if there will be no consequences of that, you know, that would imply that the company did this on purpose. And if you install it on yourself, on your own, you know, you need to pull it out and do it over. If you did it with the help of a company, you will need to pay them again. Yeah, and that's it. And this is the final package that will go right now down the well. I still need to attach all the cables together all the way, so I'm not gonna get entangled halfway. Basically, we have this larger diameter pipe with pump inside, and I also added the lever sensor. Of course, there is a check valve, and now this thing goes down, and I hope I'm not gonna need to take it out until the pump die, or the screw, you know, because the screw probably will be the first element to die in these conditions. Nevertheless, it wasn't too big of a task to pull it out, much easier than the first one. And the net and so on should prevent all the larger debris from getting into the screw and damaging it. You know, you can still get the sun through it and so on. Yeah, initially I planned actually to use this one as a screen from the debris, but this one is a little bit too thin. I think this would cause more problems than possible, because this stuff would basically stop everything, and it would get you know, stuffed pretty soon, and it's better to leave it like that. That's my decision at this point. Maybe I will change it in somewhere in the future, and I will buy a better filter mesh. For now I just use a fly screen and it's okay. Yeah, I guess that's it.